we're back to learning Midjourney. Let me show you the chaos parameter. It's a simple C or chaos, you can use both. Let's add imagine and we'll make it about a tiger maybe. Illustration style and then minus chaos or simply C. The values go from 0 to 100 and the default is 0. Let me paste it and I'll make it 50. $25, $10, and 0. While it does so, we'll check the documentation. So here it is explained, chaos or C. High chaos will produce more unusual and unexpected results in compositions, and lower ones are more reliable. As I've said, 0 to 100 and default is 0. What does this mean when we actually use it? So here's an example with a 0 and you can see the composition is very similar. Color palette is similar. The view or the perspective on this owl is very similar. And the higher you go, the more variation is in there. It's variation in style, variation in colors, and also variation in composition and perspective. Here, for example, the owl in picture 4 doesn't face the camera directly with the body anymore. Here it's a little bit off diagonally. And we'll get the same results here for our tiger. High chaos gives us many different styles. One is a cat, and what's this? Number 3 isn't even a tiger or cat. So the more chaos you add, the more variation there will be in style, composition, perspective in general. And here the lower we go, the more similarities these variations will have. Zero is still working, but you can also see here results are very similar, especially when we compare it to chaos 100. So what's a good approach to use this parameter? For my test, for my experience, it would be to use a high value. For example, let me make it vector illustration style tiger. You use this high value when you don't have an idea of what you specifically want to have. Let me make it 25, that's a little bit closer and it gives us somewhat similar results. But there's a value that you can use 25 and up to have more variation, so that you can choose a simple style. Let us, for example, choose this one. It was also chaos 25, so upscale number 3. And now we could use custom zoom, for example. We don't have to have the remix mode active for this. But let me go to settings, and here's the remix mode. We can use that later on. With the remix mode on, we could also use vary region and prompt it again. But I want to use a custom zoom, so I don't necessarily need the remix mode. I'll set chaos to 100 now and zoom to 1. Now I'll submit it. And you will see that this is not going to work. So even if I have the remix mode on or turn it off, doesn't matter. Custom zoom it doesn't use, or the chaos parameter is not viable. When you use custom zoom, you can see it is the zoom out, it's the zoom of 1, so we don't zoom out. I just want to create variations using the custom zoom, and they all look similar. What you can do though, let me get back to settings, I still have it open here. I have the remix mode active. And now I use this one, variation 3, and I set chaos to 100. And this is going to use number 3, and it's not just going to give me similar results, but the chaos parameter is creating a remix with a strong variation here. And this is what you can do with it. So don't use custom zoom, use this variation mode directly. Let me set it to 0 and we'll compare it. So once again, it's the same image. I've got the remix mode active. I've used the default chaos 0, and now style, color palette, perspective, composition are very similar. While the one above had a chaos of 100, where we have different art styles and different background colors, things are mixed up. And this is the approach that I would use. Start with a higher value, 25 up. And when you found a style that you like, then go down with it. So create variations with a lower chaos. You may even want to turn off the remix mode as the default for chaos is 0. And then use this to find variations in a specific art style. And that's all I wanted to cover about the chaos parameter. I'm going to link to the official documentation here and the parameters, you will find it. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.